What is going on, guys? It is Josh with AVS Fitness back with another episode of our Fitness Icon series. If you haven't seen the first episode yet, go ahead and check it out. I talked about Larry Wheels, some of his accomplishments, and what I think about him as a social media and an athlete. Today, we are going to err more on the side of a social media influencer per se. And we're going to talk a little bit about Mike O Hearn. Mike is very well known in the fitness community. He's been around for quite some time now. At 1.2 million followers, he definitely has a pretty big following amassed on Instagram, as you can see. So kind of like we did with Larry, we're going to take a look at some of his videos. I'm going to talk a little bit about him, what he's done, etc. So very early on in his fitness career, Mike did do, I believe, a bodybuilding competition. He's also done some powerlifting. However, in the spotlight as he's been, he doesn't really compete. He definitely has been the center of controversy, especially when talking about, whether or not he's natural or on steroids, which I'll give my opinion on later. As far as him as a person, I think he's a pretty solid guy. He seems to genuinely enjoy interacting with his followers and giving advice, even if people disagree with it. And I do really like his reasoning for not competing. So a lot of people comment on his posts and ask, hey, when are you going to get on stage? When are you going to compete in powerlifting, etc.? And his response, especially in particular to the bodybuilding reference, is that he likes the physique that he has and he doesn't need a third party to judge him for that. He also believes bodybuilding is very arbitrary, which I also believe. I think, bodybuilding is an art as far as the demonstration of your show on stage and building your physique. And I think a lot of times that is very up to the judge's opinion. I'm not saying the judges aren't qualified, but especially in recent years, there has been a lot of talk around if that's really the best way to judge somebody's physique. So really, it's the only way to judge someone's physique as of now, so that's how it is. But he's kind of wanting to keep himself away from that and distance himself, which I 100% understand. As you can see, he has a great physique. Mike has maintained his conditioning pretty much all year round, which does go to some of the steroid reference I'll talk about later. Mike does claim to be 100% natural. I guess I can talk about that now. I don't really believe that he is. He's in great shape. He's in great shape all year round. I'm not the person to, I'm 100% not the person to ever say, oh, he only has what he has because of, taking supplements. But he's obviously a hard worker in the gym. He's insanely strong. He does do some powerlifting. He does like a hybrid bodybuilding powerlifting program. Let's see if I can find some of his clips here. Very strong guy. Like I said, I think he is on steroids, but I don't really see that as a bad thing. He's really built a great name for himself. He did do the Titan Tour, which he does every couple years, where he does do some guest posing and gets on stage. Clearly, he's got a great physique. He probably could compete if he wanted to, but again, I understand why he doesn't. So, like I said, I don't necessarily believe his 100% natural claim, but like I said, that doesn't really bother me like it bothers some people. He's managed to make connections with other great people in the gym. He does a lot of traveling, to meet people. He's recently become heavily associated with Mark Bell. He has done a lot of talking with my former mentor, Matt Wenning, who I'll probably do a video on at some point. He's met Sean Roden. He really does a lot of networking, and that's really sort of managed him to stay relevant. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I think he would stay relevant even if he was on his own. But even into his age, I mean, he's a middle-aged guy. I believe he's in his 40s. I could be wrong, but I think he's in his 40s. And even as a guy in his 40s, he manages to continue to meet new people and train hard and really just build sort of the brand and image that he's been able to build for himself. He's a big proponent of the frozen meals, Icon meals. He's been advertising with them for a long time. He doesn't really seem to have his own supplement line or anything. Here he is with Arnold Schwarzenegger, obviously. So great guy. He's a big supporter of CT Fletcher as CT sort of went through his health issues. So like I said, I think Mike is genuinely a pretty good guy. Like I said, who likes to interact with his social media following. I think the advice he gives is okay. I don't know if I would follow it to a T. in reference to his natural status. I don't think he has his natty card. But again, I have to reiterate, I don't see that as a bad thing. I do see it as a bad thing that he claims 100% natural. I'm completely fine with people taking steroids. I just think that they should be open and willing to talk about it, because I think they do give a false sense of, you know, what you can achieve literally all year round. That's pretty much what he looks like. He doesn't really have an off season. So that would be my only complaint with him, is just be honest about what you're doing and what you're on, just so you're following notes. But overall, great guy. This has been a quick review of Mike O Hearn. Like I said, he definitely is more on the social media side. He doesn't really do a lot in competing, but he's insanely strong and has a great physique. So if you want to see me review somebody else, leave it in the comments below. I'll see what I can do. I'll probably do somebody who's more on the competitive side next, whether it's bodybuilding or powerlifting. So if you have a preference, let me know. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. Turn on the notifications if you're subscribed to the channel, or please subscribe to the channel if you are not already. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will be putting out, I would say, I'm shooting for a video every weekend, so that's going to be my upload schedule from now on. So look for new videos. I'll catch you guys later.